The honourable member for Yorkton Melville.
After 9 years of NDP Liberals, taxes are up, costs are up, crime is up, and time is up. I'm proud of our Premier Scott Moe standing up to the NDP and Liberals as they attack Saskatchewan, stripping $6 billion out of our economy over the next 6 years, reducing our GDP by 1.5%. I agree with Moe. This NDP Liberal coalition must go. This Prime Minister knows his carbon tax plan is a complete failure. Is that why he's so afraid to call a carbon tax election?
The Honourable Parliamentary Secretary.
Thank you, Speaker. I want to take the opportunity here to point out that tomorrow is Safe Access to Abortion Day, and to reaffirm that on this side of the House, we always stand up for a woman's right to choose. We're investing in reproductive health across this country. Unlike the Conservatives, who are, to this day, still green-lighting candidates who want to make abortion illegal in this country.
The honourable member for Kildonan St. Paul.
After 9 years of these NDP Liberals, taxes are up, costs are up, crime's up, and time's up, Mr. Speaker. After 9 years, violent crime is up 50% in this country, and sexual assaults are up 75% in Canada. A serial rapist in Edmonton was released on April, only 4 years after he sexually assaulted 5 women. Earlier this year, a child sex abuser was allowed out on bail. A warrant was issued for his arrest, and at that time, he allegedly sexually abused another child, Mr. Speaker. Bail and parole in this country are ruined under the Liberals and their NDP supporters. When will the Prime Minister call a carbon tax election and finally put the rights of victims first, Mr. Speaker?
The Honourable Parliamentary Secretary.
Mr. Speaker, gender-based violence has always been a problem. Many women in this House know this viscerally. When the Conservatives were in power, many sexual assaults were considered unfounded. They weren't even counted, and that has changed, Mr. Speaker. We listen to women now, and on this side of the House, for the first time ever, we have a government finally doing something about it. We've got a national action plan, $500 million rolling out across the country. The Conservatives oppose these measures. Their hidden agenda is not so hidden.
The member for Kildonan St. Paul.
Mr. Speaker, that member voted for Bill C-5, which allowed house arrest for sexual assault, Mr. Speaker. They also supported Bill C-75, which made it easier for repeat violent offenders, including rapists, to get bail. That's their record that the NDP supported every step of the way. When will they call a carbon tax election so we can finally stop the crime in this country, Mr. Speaker?
The Honourable Parliamentary Secretary, Minister of Public Safety.
Mr. Speaker, it's incredibly disturbing to see the member opposite talk about violence against women and then bring in their slogan of carbon tax election. It just shows how disingenuous Conservatives are when it comes to violence against women. And if they truly care about protecting women, then they should support our position on moving forward to get guns that were designed for the battlefield off our streets. As we know, women are disproportionately affected by gun violence, and it's a shame that Conservatives serve the gun lobby ahead of women.